Hello, I'm Jasmine SpeakLife Green from West Palm Beach, Florida, and this is Behind the Chair with Kokodabarber.
About cutting your hair?
I don't feel any kind of way about it. I'm actually glad because it's not manageable. I'm not versed in cosmetology, so I need something that's easy until it's all even. And right now, that's not the goal. Just let me know when you do the first cut so I can cry.
So we're about to start right now. What made you become a motivational speaker? Or in poetry, what got you into acting?
I was gonna say, I don't like to call myself a motivational speaker. I'm just myself. And I've just been writing poetry for a long time, and it's an outlet. And I think that now it's become, my words have become an outlet for others. So I just do what I do.
Okay. What do you think poetry, as far as the urban community, is it evolving? Has it died out?
It's definitely, yeah.
And everything,
it's evolved from slamming. A lot more artists now read from phones and tablets, which I absolutely despise.
Why?
Because it takes away from the emotion of the piece. If you're standing there.
I mean, what about if I just wrote it in the car real quick?
Okay, then that means you're not. Well, you need to go to the bar on Wednesday nights when they have open mic. You need to go to the bar on Wednesday nights when they have open mic.
Okay, so there's a difference between open mic and slamming.
Yes.
So what's the difference? Because I don't know.
When the mic is open, you can just come and say whatever's on your mic. You can read from your phone, read from your book. When you're slamming, it's about connection with the audience, with the people. And it's not performance. And you have to have the drive and the zeal to
want to do it.
To look at not only the examples of, oh, that's what I want to be, but also the examples of that's what I don't want to be.
Yeah.
Or that's what I don't want to, I don't want to be, like myself. I said to myself a long time ago, as a kid, a long time ago, I said, I did not want to be a teenage mom. So what did I do? Not become a teenage mom. It's really that simple. I love watching Iyanla fix my life. I absolutely love it. And she always talks about pathology, and you have to look at the situations that we're born into, the situations that just brew around us, and it definitely shapes perspective. It definitely shapes what you think you can become and what you just you can really become anything. But when you have negativity around you and you don't have anyone, i.e. like myself, speaking life and saying, you know what, yeah, that happened, or yeah, but that's not the end.
You do not have to be a product of what you're around.
Yeah.
Simple, literally.
When you go back,
a lot of people can.
That's only when you go back and reach, though. A lot of people don't go back and reach because it's
Even
just I made it.
Listen, and this is what I tell people, and a lot of people don't want to give people that harsh, tough love, but I'm a believer in harsh, tough love. Sure. I tell people it's nobody's job to save you but you. Nobody is, literally, you can't blame anybody for not having on that superhero cape, because that's not their job. It's your job to save you. It's your job to make sure you're not in situations where you don't want to be. That's it. Once you become knowledgeable of things that you can control, we're not talking about little small adolescents. We're talking about 14, 15, 16, 17, all the way up to, I literally see 60-years-olds making excuses. That is insane.
You is on your way to, what's that graveyard by Grandma's house on Michigan? You is on your way to, I think it's called Rest Haven. What is happening?
It's crazy when I hear 16-year-olds making excuses.
I'm glad, because baby, that was
So we almost had a little TWA.
Baby, this is teeny weeny.
A little TWA, ain't nothing wrong with a TWA.
No, it's a lot wrong with it. Yes, I'm not 55. I'm not, no ma'am.
Like you take these earrings out and just go ahead and star in one of them 1950 films.
Man, you are beautiful.
What's your career now?
So right now, career-wise, I actually I just went into my 4th year of being a 911 police dispatcher. I'm focused on that and finishing my degree in emergency management, which for those of you that don't know, emergency management is pretty much managing the allocation of resources after disasters, whether they're natural disasters, man-made, so that's like terrorism or industrial fires or explosions, whatever. But basically just going in and making sure that all people are serviced equally, and the funds are not just going to one particular group or whatever, but you know. And a lot of professors like to use Hurricane Katrina as the poster child for that, because we all know what happened with that. So that's what I am. I work the night shift, so we get a lot of crazy stuff going on at night.
Man, did you see send somebody over here? Because these people walking up the street. What?
Yeah, that's definitely what it is. So
she's enthused about it, I promise.
oh, I love what I do. I mean, I don't really, sometimes I'm like, some days I'm super tired, but then you get that one call where, like just yesterday, this girl calls. She doesn't sound like she's any more than 18, 19 years old, hysterical, boo crying. I just need somebody to talk to. Like, I'm not having like good thoughts, and we're trained the first thing to ask, like, are you suicidal? Are you attempting suicide? That whole thing. And just as a sidebar, like, I've had to talk people off ledges. I've had to talk guns down. So, I mean, that's what we're trained to do. And so I'm talking to this girl, you know, reassuring her everything's gonna be okay. So my officers get there, and then she's just like, I'm so glad, ma'am, that you stayed on the phone with me. And like, that's the ultimate goal, because people are, they're calling me because this is the worst, they're in the worst situation. So my job is to try and give them ease and just reassure them that their situation really, you know, isn't that bad.
I lost my mind.
Don't do me like you do mama. That's how you do mama.
Hands down, ma'am.
Honey, I can't wait till you revive me.
Okay, guys, that is our conclusion. This is our finished look. She has been dyed, and a big chop. And give them your Instagram information where they can find you and just follow your journey.
IG is Poetry in Motion 7, all together, no spaces. I'm also on Facebook at Jasmine SpeakLife Green. So yeah, follow me.
And that concludes our first episode of Behind the Chair with Kokodabarber.
Behind the Chair with Kokodabarber. Share Utopia, Tampa, Florida.
Thanks for talking over me. Go Rattlers.
Go Rattlers, because we're going to strike again.